Welcome to another episode of the Crazy Kids Lab, and today I thought we would look at some pressure things, because pressure is all around us. We don't realise how much there is. And I've got Owen here today. Say good day, Owen.
Hi.
Yeah, he's excited. You can tell by his facial expressions. So we're going to be doing some science experiments to do with pressure. And there used to be a scientist called Bernoulli, and he put forward an idea about pressure. Now let's see some of the things he said. He said that if we have a ball, that ball, and we push some air up in that direction, the air is going to go around it. It's going to go around this way. And when it goes around, it creates low pressure. So low pressure is going to be here and here. But the air is under high pressure over here, and it pushes against the ball. And that happens all around it. So let's see if we can create some low pressure regions. So, Owen, grab this. Now, what I want you to do is, we're going to see if we can blow into here really, really hard and push this ball out. Okay, blow as hard as you can. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. It didn't come out. Let's see if we do it again, but I want you to watch very carefully what's going on with the ball just here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. So you can see that the ball's vibrating backwards and forwards. It's not actually being blown out, and what's happening is the air's going up, it's going around the ball, causing that ball to vibrate. But it's also creating a little low pressure region just there. So if I was to draw that right here, hopefully you'll be able to see it. We've got a ball. As the air goes around, it creates a little low pressure just there. And so the high pressure that's outside pushes against the ball and stops it from coming out. Now, you don't believe me, do you? Do you think I'm fibbing? Would a crazy scientist fib? Let me show you. To prove it, we're going to turn it upside down. So turn yours upside down. You have to put your finger on it. Put your finger on it. Because if you don't put your finger on it, gravity pulls it out, right? So gravity will pull the ball out if you don't put your finger on it. So let's now blow into there. Do you think that the ball's going to be blown out of there?
Yeah.
Because we're going to blow air, it's going to push it right out?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay, let's go. Stand up nice and strong. That's the way. Okay, we're going to blow into it as hard as we can, and then we'll see if the ball gets pushed out. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Whoop. Grab yours. Did you notice that mine stood there, or I should say stayed there, because as I was blowing, this low pressure region was created there. The air around the outside pushed upwards against it, because air likes to go from high to low. And it didn't fall out. Do it again, takes a bit of practice. Blow. Oh, that's tricky. And it only stops staying there when I run out of breath, right? So there's a bit of, try one more time. It's tricky. I tell you what, you have to spend many hours blowing into funnels, right? That's just the way my life is. But give it a go, because it's quite cool. So make sure it's nice and clean. Make sure it's nice and clean. That way, you're not going to create a bit of problems. But let me show you something else. Here I have a balloon. Can you pass me a 10-cent piece? I'm going to put this 10-cent piece inside this balloon here. And this is going to make the balloon a little bit heavy. Make sure that you don't blow it up first and then try to put the 10-cent piece in, it will come fly up and hit you in the head, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in there, and I'm going to blow it up. And then we're going to tie a knot. Hopefully without it bursting. All right, you hold that. Got it? So where's the 10-cent piece? It's underneath. So it gives the balloon a little bit of weight. And so if I've got the balloon here like this, then I've got the 10-cent piece there, gravity pulls it down. So it gives it a little bit of weight. So what I'm going to do is get this hairdryer, and we're going to put it underneath the balloon and see, so if you can just hold it up there like that, we're going to see if the air is going to go up. It's going to go round the outside. As it goes around the outside, it creates low pressure. So this balloon hopefully should stay where it is. Do you think it's going to work? Fingers crossed, if the planets are aligned, it'll work. All right, here we go. So I'm going to turn it on, and you're going to let it go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! There it goes. I'm just going to turn down the pressure. Wow, look at that. So the air's going up. It's going around the balloon, creating low pressure on the outside. Gravity's pulling it down. But watch this. And you can hold that. And we're going to tip this a little bit that way. Ready? And tip it that way. And just hold it there. It's staying on an angle. Gravity's trying to pull it down, but the air pressure's going up and around. and pushing against the balloon. Let's see how much we can go. Tilt down a little bit more. Okay, stop. Oh, and then try and slowly go back up that way. Cool. All right, turn it off. Just there. Press that one. Great. So there's Bernoulli pressure with a balloon. Air going up, around, creating low pressure, and making balloons fly. Hours of fun, yeah? But I can do even better. We can go even better. All right, let's get rid of this. All right. It's staying up. Amazing. All right. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about pressure, but now we're going to relate it not to Bernoulli's effect. We're going to be talking about air pressure and weather. Now, if you woke up early this morning, you may have known that it was not very foggy, right? So if it's cold and early in the morning, we get lots of fog. So I've got a bottle here that I've got, it looks like water, but what it actually is, if I can find it, it's isopropyl alcohol. Now, of course, you have to get your parents to get this from the pharmacy. Some shopping centres have it as well. It's just an alcohol that you use for when you cut yourself, right? So I'm just going to put this around the bottle like this. And what happens there, it causes the liquid to evaporate. Do you know what evaporate means? It means going from a liquid to a gas, right? So it's going to a little gas. So inside here we've got little bits of gas of this liquid, just like there's water in the air, right? Now I'm going to get this pump. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the pressure inside the bottle. It's going to be a little bit noisy, but with this pump, I've got like a bike tire valve, and I'm going to put this in like that. And I'm going to increase the pressure. So I'm going to press down, and it's going to cause air to go in. As the air moves around, it moves around nice and fast and creates, the bottle makes it very hot. It's sort of like this. If you put your hands together like that, put your hands together like that, and then you rub them, right? If you rub them a little bit, you get a little bit hot, but if you rub them a lot, you get a lot hotter. So just like your skin rubs against each other, when I put more and more air inside there, the little air gas molecules move around and hit the side and make it hotter. Now, here we go. It's going to be a little bit noisy. Let's see how we go. Ready? Okay, that's very, a lot of pressure in there. It's quite warm. Just feel that. Just feel the size of the bottle there. Can you feel it's a little bit warmer?
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit warmer. Just like if you're pumping air into your tyres, into your bike tyre. But what's happening now, if I remove this, that's going to cause the pressure to go down. And that means the bottle's going to get quite cold, but something incredible is going to happen. You ready? It's going to blow the brain cells out of your head. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Makes fog. And why? Feel the bottle. It's quite cold. Can you feel how cold it is?
Mm-hmm.
So it means that the molecules aren't moving around very much. It's very cold. So low pressure makes cold air. And all those little bits of gas we had in there before turn to a liquid, which we call condensation, and we made fog. But look what happens if I pump air into there again. It's gone. So like on a warm day, it gets warmer and fog disappears. But then when it gets cold again in the afternoon, sometimes it makes more fog. Or a choo-choo train. Choo-choo. Yeah? So, air pressure is amazing. We can make balloons and balls fly in the air. It's the same thing that actually makes birds fly. Right? Maybe we'll look at another lesson. I think that's pretty much it. We've filled your brain cells. We're going to give a pressure test and see how we go. Alright, see you soon. Alright, the pressure test. Now today we're going to be asking some questions about this pulsating pressure that we've been looking at. But I guess the thing is, we ran out of, what do you call it? Whipped cream. So we have to use some shaving cream. Have you started shaving yet? You haven't started shaving yet? Gee, alright, well I'll tell you what, this is going to give you good practice. Alright? Of knowing what it feels like to get shaving cream on your face. Right? Okay. Big tip, make sure you keep your mouth closed and your eyes shut. And we'll just clean out the inside of your nostrils later. Alright, so here's our question. Alright, so we were talking about pressure. When pressure moves around the outside of a ball, does it create low pressure or high pressure?
Low pressure.
Low pressure, very good. When you get it right, you get 1 click. When you get it wrong, you get 3 clicks. Okay, and if you get 3 questions right, you get to be safe and then I go in, right? Okay, next one. We used the name of a scientist to describe this idea about pressure changes. What was his name?
Cleopatra?
Cleopatra? Hang on. No. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's think another one. When we did the balloon, we put the coin inside of the balloon because it had to be heavy for what force to act on it? It was pulling it down to the ground. What force was it?
High.
What was it?
High pressure?
High pressure? I think the word was gravity.
Oh.
Gravity. Get ready. Close your mouth. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. How's your heart rate going? Has it hit 150 yet? All right. Next one. When we were doing the pressure inside the actual bottle, I pumped in the air. When I pumped in the air, did the temperature of the bottle go up or down?
Up and down.
It went up to begin with, didn't it? And then I removed it, went down. So I'll give you that one, so you just get 1. Okay. And when it went down, all the little molecules went to liquid, and we called that a word starting with C.
Contrasting.
Not quite. Condensation. 1, 2. Oh, there we go. All right, we'll get you something to wipe your face. Let's have a look. Yeah. You don't want to shave your nose. Give yourself a face clean. All right. Thank you once again. I nearly made it. Maybe next time you can get me as well. Yeah, because I think I'm due for a bit of a test to see if my brain cells are working. Hope you had fun. You learned something at the same time, and I'll see you in another lesson. The Crazy Kids Day. See you then. Good job. Maybe.